Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this month's Spending Freeze 2.0 recipe challenge. So on the 10th of every month, over in the Spending Freeze 2.0 Facebook group, I issue a recipe challenge, and today I am also using one of my Build-A-Page page kits, finally using one of those gorgeous kits that I've been bringing forward and forward and forward. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment, because this page kit fit perfectly with the first item of the recipe. So for this month's recipe, I want you to use lots or some of your pattern paper scraps and a cardstock background. So I had this lovely Build-A-Page kit, and I think it was kit number 5, and I kept bringing it forward and not using it. So when I did my sort of spring cleaning Build-A-Page page kit sharing, I said, you know, these two, there are two of these types of kits really need to get used. And then a lovely subscriber, Becky, left me a comment, and she said, you know, those papers are gorgeous in kit number 5. This was kit number 5. But they're very busy. Perhaps if you just added some cardstock to ground it all, it would be easier to use. And that was it. That was the answer. So we are going to be using these lovely scraps, probably, well, not all of them, but these lovely scraps and a cardstock background. And I'm going to come back to that in a moment as well. So number 1, pattern paper scraps, cardstock background, 2 photos or more. So 2 or more photos. And I have these 2 photos here from the recent Miami Masters. So just the finals day and the 2 singles champions. So I have those 2 photos. And now, yes, let's look at the cardstock background. So my first idea was, of course, I thought that I would use maybe a darker background, but as soon as I had a look at that, it really just brought everything down and it made everything too dark. So I began by choosing these 3 lovely scraps. We'll see if we use anything more here. And then I discarded the dark brown. I don't know, maybe for matting, we'll see in a little bit. And I thought, you know, the first thing I want to do is maybe do something like this, get these down, and then put this in 2 pieces and have this come across, the join of the papers here, with then my photos in the middle. Now, if you look at this, it sort of, I didn't want bright white because I thought that would be just too much of a contrast. I did not like the darker either craft or gray or anything like that. I thought that just sort of made everything dark and gave it a little bit of a grungy feel. So I chose my whipped cream cardstock, but even that I find a little bit stark. So item number 3 on our recipe is going to be some stenciling. Now, how did I do this? I think this goes like this. Do some stenciling. Now, you could do stenciling, or you could do a little bit of light packaging technique or a watercolor wash, but something on your background to frame this all. And I really like how that came out. Let's see, where is this supposed to go now? There you go. Okay, maybe, is it like this? I can't remember now. Huh. Yeah, there we go. I think it's like that. Okay, so you see, now having that in the background just sort of grounds the whole thing, gives a little bit of contrast, but not too much and not too busy. So there you go. So pattern paper scraps, cardstock background, 2 or more photos, stenciling, a little bit of stenciling on the background. As I say, you could also use the packaging technique, a little bit of a watercolor wash as well, or just a little bit of inking all the way around if you wanted as well. Just something to frame in a light contrast. Then a pre-made title. So I have a couple of ideas here. Pre-made title. So I have this gorgeous Bramble Fox title, Marvelous, that would fit in this gorgeous coral. So I think that, because I mean, obviously these two, Yannick Sinner here is an Italian player and Daniel Collins is an American player, and it's fun that she won her first Masters title because it is her final year on tour. She'll be retiring at the end of this season. So we have a lovely acrylic piece here from Bramble Fox, a chipboard piece here. So I went into my Vicky Boutin Discover or Create Cheerful. That would be a fun title as well, because they are obviously very, very cheerful. So that would be fun. I have a foam sticker from the Celebrate kit from Mercy Chiara Kits, and this was from is it Simple Stories, I think, foam sticker set, but Happy Day. So that could be as well. So, and then I just have here because it's the packaging that goes along with this, like 1,000 words, like a picture's worth 1,000 words. That could work, but these are more in the browns and copper here, and this is gold. So, and I think this I could use in so many different areas. So, pre-made title. And then, my friends, I think we're just going to add a little bit of, so here's some ideas for you, and you can choose which themed embellishments, because I do have some of these gorgeous wood tennis icons left, and I even have a little water bottle here. I also had some die cuts, but I think I've used them now in stickers that my lovely friend Colleen gave to me, but I know the stickers are all used up. So themed embellishment. Now, if that doesn't suit you because you either don't like to do themes or you don't have anything that goes along with your photo, you could simply choose some stars. So themed embellishments or stars. And basically, and if none of that suits you, then just add a little extra dimension to your page. So a little extra chipboard or flare or puffy sticker here. So, my friends, so let's just go over this. Then I'm just going to go and cut my photos down, get this background put down, and then I'll come back and finish this layout with you. So, scraps, pattern paper scraps with a cardstock background, 2 or more photos, stenciling on the background, so light stenciling or watercolor wash or just some inking or a little bit of packaging technique just to give a little bit of a light contrast on your background. Pre-made title. That could be a sticker as well, actually. I didn't bring any over here, but I know like in my Simple Stories, My Story, there are some lovely title pieces there, or it could be just puffy stickers like lots of the Vicky Boutin collections. So there you go. And then last but not least, there's a big choice here, which is themed embellishments or stars, or adding a little dimension with some chipboard or flare or puffy stickers, some added dimension to your layout. So I think this one is fairly easy, and it could be used with a lot of the bits and pieces that are on our desk, left over maybe from the previous layout. So my friends, of course, as always, there's going to be the album over there, but I'm going to go just get a few of these pieces down, and I will come back and we will finish this together. See you just on the other side. Okay, my friends, so I got the papers down, and I did find another scrap of this gorgeous paper that was, I guess 2 inches, maybe a little bit, so a little bit narrower than the piece I had before, but it was a 12-inch strip, so I cut it back a little bit, and I could put the full strip down here. I found a piece of very pale sort of peach, I think it was called Cantaloupe, it's a Stampin' Up! Cardstock in my stash. Now, it's a little bit lighter and cooler than I would have wanted, but I had this lovely piece of basic gray, and I found that a little bit too dark, and I didn't have enough actually to back both photos, or I might have chosen it. But so what I did is I backed the photos in the pale peach color here, and I just cut myself 2 little squares here that I'm going to come and pop here to give a little bit of extra contrast. So let's do that. And I do like that, so we'll have a little bit of extra contrast in here, like that. And like this. There we go. I think that's fairly close. I just eyeballed that. I'm not going to do any measuring. All right. So we have our scraps and cardstock, stenciling, 2 photos. So, and it's 2 or more photos. Now let's go and look at our title. So I had already shown you a couple of alternatives. Now this could have been fun down here, but it sort of hides some of this title down here, and I don't really like it up here. So this one we will not use. Then we have Marvelous, which would work perfectly up here. Not as much down here unless I move it. Oh, we could do it like this and sort of move it over there, although that leaves a little bit of an awkward gap there. And this brings in yet another tone, so I'm not so sure. I'm leaning towards this cheerful, and I think it would, yeah, see, that works perfectly up here. And Colin's hand nestles into the H. Then I can bring the F on here without removing anything from the photo. So we are going to go with the Vicki Boutin chipboard cheerful, and I'm going to put it up at the top. So let's get this down. There we go. And a little bit there. Okay, so let's pop this back where I had it and bring this right there. There we go. Now there's, don't quite know why there's a little bit of dirt there. What would that be? I'm not too sure. Anyway, there you go. All right, so cheerful. So I think that is fun. Now, all right, so we'll save these 2 for another time. I still have a couple of scraps left there, but I'm going to consider this page kit done. Now, I'm going to bring in, I think, some themed, yeah, see, there we go. That will be cute right there. Some wood there. Now, do I want to bring one in down here maybe and do a little bit of a diagonal, or here? Maybe there. I definitely want that one there. Okay, so let's just put that there. So I have some themed, I have a themed embellishment here. Okay, so, and I do like that right there. Okay, so that works perfectly there. Then, now you see I had some stars out. Let's see if we do something like that. Would that be cute? Right there, or put something here. No, see, that doesn't need, maybe up here. And then pop. Not sure that I want that, but I'm thinking I might want a couple of these little stars. How about if I put that up here with a star? Oh, there we go. I kind of like that. This I didn't show you before. Let's do that. I do think I like that. And then we'll maybe put another little star there. Let's bring this up a bit. Yeah, I think I do like that. So let's put this there. I'm going to need something down here as well. Let's put that up there. And we will put a little bit of that here. Sure, I want that here now. Well, I maybe put that there and then another one here. Would that work out there? It would. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's do that. And one here. And I think that will finish up that area. So I've used the dimension as well as themed. Okay, so there we go. All right, so that I think clears that up and does that beautifully. Now let's just do a little bit down here. Do I want to maybe, let's see, we have another star, which is a larger star that I could pop here. Do I want maybe one of these and a star there? How would that be? And that brings in our stars. Do I maybe want a flare? I have brought these flare. Yeah, no, I don't think we need that. Bring that there. No, I think if I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it here so that it frames, I guess, a little bit in the same way. So let's do that. That in a little bit there. There we go. Now, do I want, no, or this one? How about if we did this? No, see, I don't want any of that. This I don't want to bring in. You see, I have that. I mean, this has been on this little bowl for quite a while, but I don't I don't want to bring in some different colors. Okay, so I do like that. Now, do I maybe just use a couple of these wood stars? And I think so. I don't think, let's see, would I put maybe a flare here? Not sure. Let's get these stars down because I think I like that. And it really may not need much more than that. You know, when you start trying to think at where could you put, what more could you add, sometimes that's just a sign to say, you know what, you don't need anything more. So there we go. All right, now pop that there. No. Would I pop that here? Maybe that doesn't need it, but it does. So it sort of breaks up that this is all just wood and it gives another little texture. Would I do that? Yeah, no, definitely not the orange. If I do put it, we're going to go with this lovely off-white. And you know what, my friends? I think I like it. All right, so let's just pop that right there to finish that off. And I think, my friends, that is going to do it. So a fairly simple layout, one in the books, just the champions from this year's Miami's Masters 1000. I have similar photos for the first Masters of the year, which is Indian Wells, you know, the one that I did the bee invasion about. So I do have photos with the champions from that as well. I don't do pages for all of the tournaments, of course, unless a Canadian wins. If the Canadian wins, that gets a page. Otherwise, I do like to do the Grand Slams and the Masters, just sort of a champion page, because I think it's fun to look back on that. So there you go. So, my friends, Spending Freeze 2.0 April challenge. Build a page layout using that famous page kit that I've been bringing forward for 3 or 4 months. Again, thank you to Becky for that suggestion of grounding it all with some cardstock. So just a reminder of what our recipe is this month. Pattern paper scraps with a cardstock background, some stenciling, light packaging technique, watercolor wash to give a little bit of light contrast on the page. 2 or more photos, pre-made title, and that could be a sticker or chipboard as I have done. It could be acrylic or a foam sticker. And then we have some choices. So themed embellishments to go along with whatever your photos or your story are. If that is not something you want to do, then maybe just add some stars or just add a little extra dimension to the page. There will be an album over in the Facebook group, and if you haven't joined us over there, and we call it Spending Freeze 2.0, the focus is not actually on the spending freeze. It is not a Facebook group where we're not buying anything. It is more, I guess, maybe of a conscious buying and particularly using our gorgeous, gorgeous stash. So what we have done this year is we call it Complete the Project, as you see, and we have sort of given ourselves a goal before doing some big purchasing. So, 50 projects or 100 or 25. Some are not doing that, but they're really just buying with a little bit more conscious decision making, whatever that means for you. So come and join us over there if you haven't, and I will see you back here for another Spending Freeze 2.0 Complete the Project recipe challenge on the 10th of May, my friends. See you then. Bye for now.